Now, crews across the Carolinas.
Hey everybody, it's First Warn Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Brad Panamich. Whoa, camera got a little blurry there. There we go. Wanting to show you a live picture as we look up into the mountains. Blowing Rock, the reason I'm showing this, it's been snowing most of the day up in Blowing Rock, and this is really important to what's going to happen down here in the Piedmont as we're starting to see the transition to snow, is notice the snow where it's sticking and where it's not. Snow is going to stick to any elevated surface that's cool, but the road surfaces for the most part are likely going to stay wet until we get into later tonight. And we're going to see a lot of this through, I think, the evening hours as the snow really picks up. This is a live look up at the Freedom Boat Club, and I'll bring this full screen. And if you look in the foreground down in here, yeah, you can see it's snowing up at Lake Norman right now. We're getting light snow developing there. It's probably going to pick up as we go through the next couple of hours. And I'm starting to get reports of snow all the way down to Bessemer City. In fact, let me bring the camera back full screen here. I'm going to take this off my laptop here. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but that is the view over in Bessemer City. We've got some big snowflakes falling right there as I look at the camera on their water tower. Always cool to see those giant snowflakes falling there. But heavy snow falling in Gaston County now, among other locations. So let me bring up the radar here. If I didn't freeze up my computer, which I think I just did. Oh, there we go. We'll give it a second to load up. You'll see it pop up behind me here in a minute, but I'll kind of show you where that rain snow line is setting up. It's roughly right in here along I-85, and I'll bring this full screen to show you because looking at the radar, you're seeing green on there. And again, the green, this is an algorithm. The computer's using this, trying to figure out where the rain snow line is. Once we get a surface report of snow, you start to see the snow pop up. It's roughly right in there. And what's really cool is one of the cool tools that we have on our radar is what we call a correlation coefficient. You may have seen me use this during tornado coverage because it can show us where there's debris. But in this instance, I'm going to flip it over to the Greenville-Spartanburg radar. Everything that's kind of maroon shade there, those are particles or hydrometeors, which are snowflakes, water droplets that are all the same size. So that's all snow, at least where the radar beam is hitting it. Where you're seeing this line of kind of lighter shades, that's where there's a mix because you're getting raindrops next to snowflakes, next to sleet pellets. They're a different shape. So the relationship between the two is different. The correlation coefficient, we call it, is different. So the rain snow line appears to be right here. But here's the thing. That part of Charlotte, that's at about 7,000 feet. So it's not quite down to the surface. But the fact that this line has been pushing off in this direction through the last couple of hours, and I'll show you the loop, can clearly show where the rain snow line is moving. It's actually shifting south through time. So as we get later and later here in the next hour or so, I anticipate we're going to see probably some pretty good snow developing in some of these locations, especially where on radar, man, my allergies are coming today. Those bright bands, those are actually probably wet snowflakes showing up on the radar. They reflect the radar beam really well. So when you see those on the radar, you know, the radar bounces off a wet snowflake much better than it does a raindrop. It's a little more solid target. So let me show you the hour by hour. Before I show you that, let me show you temperatures, because this is also pretty interesting. We're down to 37 now in Charlotte. The temperatures are falling. That's another sign that we're getting evaporative cooling, because the temperatures dropped about 4 degrees in the last hour, because we're going through that process of dynamic cooling. And that dynamic cooling is being driven by all this dry, cold air, which is being pushed in from the north. So the fact that these temperatures, the dew point temperatures, are near 32, that's driving a lot of this. So let me show you the hour by hour here. We can go through the next hour and look at that. It's already colder than the model thinks. It's 36, 37 at the airport. In the next hour or so, that rain snow line is just going to keep shifting south. And by 6 and 7 o'clock, you can see some pretty heavy snow. Now again, it's going to be coming down like crazy. And it's going to be sticking to the rooftops, grassy surfaces, but the road temperature is about 40-something degrees right now. So it's going to melt on the surface of those roads. But if it falls quick enough, it certainly can overcome that warm temperature and accumulate briefly, especially elevated roadways, which are surrounded by temperatures that'll be in the 30s. So while it'll look like it's coming down like a snow squall, the roads are going to be wet. Just take it easy, drive slow, you're fine. It's like a rainstorm out there. But as we go into the overnight hours and these temperatures drop, that's when you're going to have some issues, because even if you see a rain-snow mix most of the evening, this is the problem. Overnight, and it's probably not going to happen until midnight, to be honest with you, these temperatures will take a while to drop below freezing. And by tomorrow morning, it'll sneak up on you, because a lot of you will drive this evening or today through wet roads, and then tomorrow morning you'll get up and think it's the same type of conditions. It's not. The temperature is going to be at 30 or lower. So just a word of caution as you get ready for tomorrow morning. This is going to freeze up anything that's wet out there. So again, I'm getting a ton of reports on Twitter and Facebook. Thank you so much for sending those in to me of that rain snow line moving through the area. I'm loving all the pictures and videos we're getting. We're actually going to have Nathan Morabito kind of turning these around for us. And these reports are pretty crucial to us. They're really important, because what happens is it helps us pass this along to the Weather Service and also keep track of where that rain snow line is. So right now, it's around I-85, dropping south slowly. In the next couple of hours, we're going to see widespread snow across the area. It'll be wet, heavy snow. If you get out there quick and measure it, make a quick snowball before it melts, you can play in it, but for the most part, this is going to be melting pretty quickly. And just to give you a heads up, if you want to measure snow for us, one way you can do this, and I actually built this graphic last night, I'll bring this up full screen for you. The easiest way to measure snow is to get a snowboard. And what that is just a white board you put on the grass, and if you go out there, every hour would be awesome. Put your ruler in there and measure how much you got, then clean the board off, and then we'll add up those totals. But if you don't have a snowboard, go out in your yard and measure 3 locations that have not been touched or away from trees and average it out, and that'll kind of give you an average. Now, because this is melting, I would prefer you measure every hour, because if you wait, it's going to melt. But we'd love to see those snowfall totals if you get a chance to do so. Before I leave you here, I got to get back and do another cut-in and scarf down a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Here's a look at the timeline. Pretty much from about now, things pick up 6, 7, 8 o'clock, 1 to 3 inches, I think, still in the mix. And again, that's going to be on the grassy surfaces. But notice when things go downhill overnight, right there, after 11 p.m. into tomorrow morning. Again, I didn't change my snowfall map too much, but I did update it earlier, and I did want to show it to you. Now, what I did with it. I put it down here. Here it is. Let me pop it up for you real quick. Whoops. That was weird. Let me refresh that. Hold on. Try that again. There we go. So there's a look at the snowfall map, and again, a lot of melting going on. This 1 to 2 inch has been my biggest trouble here. I don't know if it's going to be here or here, but everyone's going to see snowfall. That's the good news. The only question is how much you actually get to stick. And again, like we're seeing up in the Boone area and the Blowing Rock and up in the mountains, I think this is a great illustration of what I expect to see here in the Charlotte area is snow falling, cars covered, roofs covered. Look up there towards the grassy surfaces, but the road, it's just wet. Even in the mountains, it's just wet. So things should be okay this evening. I get a lot of questions about driving. I always hate those questions, honestly, because I'll drive in anything. and I don't know what you'll drive in, so I can tell you what the roads will look like. If you're okay driving in the rain, if you know how to use windshield wipers, if you can turn your lights on, if you use turn signals, you're going to be fine. If you drive in the rain with your blinkers on or your hazards, you probably should stay home, because that's usually going to make you nervous to drive and snowflakes falling in the sky. So we'll do another update probably later this evening, but of course we're going to be on TV at 4, 5, 6, and 11. You can stream us on the app, online, through all the different streaming apps. If you have YouTube TV, Hulu Live, we'll have you covered. Other than that, just stay at home and enjoy our first legit snowfall of the season.
Now, crews across the Carolinas are preparing for the threat of snow and ice on the road. Wake Up Charlotte's meteorologist Chris Mulcahy, the Mole, live in Uptown with a look at which spots could be the most dangerous. So, Chris, it's not so much the snow we're worried about, but we're worried about the ice.
Yeah, it's going to be what's happening a little bit later on tonight. So here's what's going to be happening in the meantime. I've been pulling out this thermometer, checking the road temperatures. It's ranging anywhere from about 40 to 45 degrees. That's great. Temperatures are on our side, and February in general has been well above normal by 8.4 degrees, and we've only dropped down below freezing 3 times. We're going to do it number 4 overnight tonight. So here's the big problem. As that rain, that cold rain, and that snow and sleet starts to fall on the roads, that's going to cool it down. But it's the bridges and the overpasses that are cooling from 2 different sides. That's what's really going to be dropping down to that freezing point. So it's elevated surfaces that are easily dropping down to that freezing point. That's where that rain, that snow, is going to harden and freeze through the overnight. So black ice is going to be a concern tomorrow. As for the afternoon,